You have no idea how hard it was to get my camera positioned like this because my tripod is at home, but it's coming. Mom, it's coming, right? You mailed it? Did you ship it? Hey everyone, it is Makayla, and today I thought I would share some of my prom experiences and nightmares with you guys because for those of you in high school, it is prom season. And if you haven't had your prom yet, it's certainly coming up, and I thought why not take this time to just reflect on my prom experiences from my high school days, which wasn't that long ago. It was literally less than a year ago, and share with you guys kind of what happened. I have a kind of like a funny story and then a sad one. So that being said, I don't like long intros, so let's just get right on into it. Well, I went to both my junior year and my senior year prom. Junior year, a friend of mine asked me to be his date, and he left me a cupcake in my locker, which I got after third period, and it said prom ? It took me by surprise because I went to a small school. There were more girls than guys ratio. It turns out that one of my good guy friends now was planning to ask me. This guy that ended up asking me beat him to it. Warms my heart. I got asked and we went together. I'll throw in a few pictures. Honestly, it was really fun. I was super excited for prom. It was one of those high school experiences that I looked forward to practically my entire life since I knew prom was a thing. And it definitely didn't live up to its expectations, but I probably romanticized it a lot. We went out to dinner and he drove me to the dance. I didn't really dance because I was self-conscious and still not comfortable, I don't think, being myself. And then afterwards, this is where I got a little awkward because I guess courtesy-wise, you and your date will go to the same after party. And he planned to go to a different friend's home, and I kind of left his side at the dance and hung out with more of my friends, and then we made plans to go to one of my good girlfriend's houses that night where I would be spending the night. He was going to a different person's house, so I feel kind of bad because he came up to me at the school dance part and said, like, so-and-so invited us to her house, and I had to be like, oh, actually, I'm spending the night with this friend and I'm going to go there, but thanks for dinner, bye. No, wait, dinner? Okay, memories are coming back now. This is actually kind of funny. So at the dinner table, we had kind of the corner table. You know how waiters tend to put all the teens in a corner where nobody else can see them because who wants to deal with a table full of like 18-year-olds? Especially when one of them is creating like a cigarette or like something to smoke with. Okay, so there are these paper bags in the middle and they had candles in it. And my date took the paper bag, ripped it, rolled it so it looked like you would smoke something from it, lit it on fire, and was just like, yeah, look at what I made a joint. It was paper, it was just brown paper. And then in the corner there's a TV projected and a movie is playing. It's some sci-fi thing and there's aliens and robots, and one of the aliens is a complete frontal nude woman. Of course, you always need one of those in a sci-fi movie. So there's nudity going on behind my back because I'm sitting against the wall, and my date is just like, what's that? You know, like, oh, I'm gonna watch the film now. And I'm sitting beside him, like, eating my pasta, being like, hey, yeah, I'm here. And then he had a headache or something, so he pulls out this thing of pills. Apparently it was Advil, but it just looked real sketchy. He's like going through and taking some allergy medication, and I'm like, dude. But because it was who it was funny and not embarrassing, and it just made the night better and livelier, and I enjoyed it. It was funny to me. That happened. So that was junior year. Switching to senior year, a year later, wow. So senior year prom, I actually wasn't planning on attending until practically the day of. I was just in a funk that entire winter. I was not feeling like being social. I think I was kind of done with high school, ready to graduate, but at the same time feeling very sad about leaving because my school was my home. And that might sound weird to some of you guys who went to maybe like a school for 4 years and then went to a middle school and then a high school. My school was my school since preschool, and it was my family. So a lot of things were going on up here, and I tend to suffer from social anxiety. In a big group, I feel very judged, or at least I did in high school. So being at a senior prom or any dance where there are, in my case, there were about 200 people there, there's a lot of competition to feel beautiful. there's a lot of insecurities that rise and moments where you can compare yourself to others. I was never comfortable being myself at dances because I was always so concerned with how others would see me and how I would be viewed. By my senior prom though, because I was so like, I don't want to go, I don't think I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll go. I didn't care at all. And oh my god, did that make the biggest difference. Honestly, it's hard because I know that we as humans tend to care what people think about us and it's important to us. But it's not at the same time. And it was the first dance that I entered feeling confident, feeling myself, and feeling like nobody else gave a shit about what I did, which is true. We worry so much about what people are going to think and say about us, but at the same time, why would they focus on you? Sorry, that sounds mean, but honestly, my school, there were about 100 seniors. Why would they pick out you and be like, oh my god, look at Makayla, look at how she's standing, look at what she's eating, look at who she's talking to? No, that doesn't happen. They don't care because it's their senior prom too, and they're talking with their friends and dancing with their dates. So just let it go. I didn't get asked, but that's okay. I went with my best girlfriends and it was fun, and I had literally, my senior prom was the best dance of high school that I have ever been to. So it was super cold at my senior prom, unlike junior prom, and my mom at pictures had her winter jacket on, all the parents were huddling, and here we are like in these little dresses showing our skin and trying to smile, but we're also freezing. Then we went out to dinner at a restaurant downtown. Turns out half of the school decided to go to the same restaurant, and that there was a car accident for a different group that was supposed to have our table before us, and so they were super late and they were still occupying our table, meaning we got split up, and they were like, well, we don't have a large table for you guys anymore, but we can split you into 2 to 3 booths. The friends of mine with dates sat at one table and the people without dates sat at the other. I did not like this because it just wasn't ideal. Whatever. So the actual dance, to help with my social anxiety, I did kind of self-medicate a little bit to just ease the stress and anxiety, and I think it just made such a difference. I walked into that room and I was just like, it's my senior prom. I don't care what you think about me. I felt so confident because in the past year I had made such great friends. I don't know, I just remember dancing. It might have been the first dance that I was actually dancing and not caring at all about, but I just remember when, you know, our song, you hear the music and you're like, guys, it's our song. When that came on and I was just in the middle of it, happy and dancing, it was so great. I think they kind of spoiled us at our senior prom. I was really impressed. It did live up to expectations, probably because I didn't have many and I wasn't planning on attending, but I am very glad that I did. That's something that many adult mentors told me when they asked about prom, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go. They worried I would regret not going. I was also very stressed about school and college-wise because it was April, right before the deadline. I still had no idea where I would be attending, and every single weekend it was like I was off visiting a different school, and it was very stressful, and I knew where I wanted to go, but we couldn't afford it. And I'm just thinking about all of you current seniors right now dealing with it, because I get it, it was hard. That night definitely took my mind off of things, and it's hard to focus on the present and be there, but it's good to do it, and I'm so proud of myself for being able to do it. My camera died on me, so hopefully this is the same angle, and sorry about that. You get it. Back to senior year. Senior year, my group of friends and I were one of the last people at the actual venue. It went from, I believe, 9:30 to 11, and it was probably 10:30. I mean, people kind of stop by the venue and then go on their way to the after party, but I'm like, hey, I paid a lot of money for this dress. I fixed my hair, did my nails. I look nice. I want to enjoy it and stay in this dress for as long as I can. Let's not rush it. Plus, a lot of the faculty members that were at my senior prom were faculty members that I admired and kind of grew close to, and knew that our days were numbered because of college and how I would be going away soon. So I spent time talking to them and really just being present. Close to the end of the night, my friends and I, no one had really bought beverages for our after hangout, you know, like Sprite, Coke, not alcohol. Our prom provided so many cans of soda, pop. I say pop and soda, is that weird? I like go back and forth. Izzy's, like really nice drinks too. And my friends and I realized, hey, we don't have to stop at a gas station to buy Sprite and Coke. Let's just take some. So we go to the beverage table. I think I grabbed like 3 drinks, everyone had cans of soda in their arms, and we just hobbled out of there holding all of these cans of soda for our after party. And I believe one of the faculty members watched us leave, and she like cackled because it was so funny. Like, she laughed. I remember looking at her. And then I was wearing these huge heels. As I'm running down the stairs, I trip. I thought I sprained my ankle. Like, I heard it pop. I was so scared. I tripped, and my cans of pop just like scattered all over the stairway, and we like quickly gathered them up again and kept walking. But I think it might have been 20 seconds max, but those 20 seconds of hurdling all of those cans of soda and running out with my best friends laughing to the car and making it there, it just gave me so much energy and made me feel so happy. And like, it's like what happens when you're dancing and you just feel so free. That it was that kind of moment. And then for the entire car ride back to my friend's home, I just remember having my head sticking out of the window and screaming and singing and looking at the lights in the downtown buildings up high, and just, wow, I sound like I was drunk. I swear I was not wasted. I was just super happy, and it was one of those surreal moments with friends that I think you look back on with nostalgia and romanticize a lot, but it was a really good moment. So yeah, those are my 2 prom experiences that I thought I would share with you guys, and I hope that if your prom is coming up that you have a great time and try not to stress too much over, you know, the materialistic things, because in the end that's not what you're going to remember and that's not what's going to be important. Just be with the people that, you know, you want to remember being with and spending time with, and those who value you, and don't care what others think about you, because those who matter really do not care, and those who do care don't matter. Tumblr quotes. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know. Leave a comment below describing some of your prom experiences, whether it was a nightmare or a daydream. Taylor Swift. I know it's romanticized in one of the cliche moments in high school, but I think we all need to have it. There's a reason why they're so cliche and romanticized, you know? And if maybe you're like, if you're like me and you don't really know if you're going or want to, go to your prom. So that's all I have for you guys today. Again, wow, how do I end a video? I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!